Welcome to our newest Agency Combinator video. You're going to learn how Lane Anderson went from a freelancer and affiliate marketer to growing his agency, London Road Marketing, to over 30 plus clients with multiple locations. We'll go over his niche, his personal why for starting the agency, strategies he uses for marketing small businesses, how he sets his agency apart, and the unique growth hack he uses to grow his agency. We'll get to that in a bit, so make sure you stick around to the end. It all began in Lethbridge, Alberta. Lane Anderson started as an affiliate marketer for PokerStars, where he honed his skills in content marketing. After finding success as a freelancer, he then began London Road Media, which was primarily a content marketing agency. He soon scaled and was able to hire employees with different skill sets and offer a full range of marketing services. As a result, he then rebranded to London Road Marketing. Every agency owner will tell you how important it is to choose a niche, but London Road Marketing is a full-service marketing agency and doesn't specialize in one marketing method or even one industry. But despite what this sounds like, Lane still did choose a niche, just in a slightly different way than you might expect. He chose to focus on small businesses, specifically in cities with a population between 60 to 200,000.
I chose small business because I worked with large business and didn't enjoy the process very much. The bureaucracy, the levels of management, the CCing 20 people into an email. Like, I just don't enjoy working with large brands. Most of them, the vast majority of them, are not agile. They don't move quickly. Small business is amazing because someone can contact you today and they're like ready to go. Let's do something next week. And we come up with a new idea and they're like, yep, let's pivot. And like, you're moving so fast and can change so quickly. So I just really enjoy it because it's faster moving and more innovative. And especially when we're doing more social stuff, small business is just more effective on social media than large brands, really. Like, as much as so many people look to large brands for how to do social media well, they're usually pretty poor examples, and small businesses are the ones that kill it on social and get amazing engagement and following.
Every agency owner has their own unique internal motivation behind starting their business. This can also be referred to as your why, which is based on the book Start With Why by Simon Sinek. If you aren't familiar with this, the premise is that you must have a clear understanding of why you do what you do. What purpose, cause, or belief drives you and your agency forward? Lane shared his.
Everyone in the company knows that my personal why behind this is I want to create as many ideal jobs for people as I can. Like, that's what it's about, is how many people can we create really, really cool jobs for. And it just comes from most entrepreneurs were like born entrepreneurial. We could never have jobs. We could never hold them down for long, so we get bored and we want to move on. And entrepreneurs are able to create flexibility in their schedule, have more direct result on their income, have freedom with their vacation. Like, there's just so many benefits to being entrepreneurs. But I also understand that a lot of people shouldn't be entrepreneurs. It's like, I don't know that it's born entrepreneur versus employee, but there's certainly a lot of people who want to be employees and should be employees. And it doesn't seem fair that they don't ever get to access all of the good benefits that you get as an entrepreneur. So basically, I wanted to be able to create jobs that are as good as if you were the entrepreneur. And so we hire people who want to be employees, not people who are like, yeah, I'll do this for now, but I'd love to start my own thing. Like, we want to hire people who love being employees at good companies. So no contractors, no freelancers, no outsourcing, no overseas. It's just real people in our communities getting good, stable jobs with salaries and benefits and all of that. So,
helping grow small businesses and the economy in local communities is a big part of what fuels the team at London Road Marketing. But smaller clientele comes with smaller marketing budgets, and it's not possible to do everything at those budgets. But Lane developed a great strategy for prioritizing.
Like, we talk lots about how strategy is not about having the most creative ideas and coming up with things that other people want to come up with, because we get in a room with clients and it's not hard to come up with 1,000 great ideas. Like, everyone's got ideas. Strategy is about the top of the list. So it's always just prioritizing and putting money where it needs to go first. And if there's a little bit extra budget, then we can go a bit deeper down the list, but you gotta be able to say no to good ideas. And that's so much of our job working with clients is like, you're right, that is a good idea. It's just not as good as these other ones that we're working on. And so let's park that.
But when you focus on local businesses in a small town, you can also run into a situation where potential clients have competing businesses. For his larger clients, Lane offers exclusivity, but he had some great insights on how to navigate this challenge with smaller clients through great product differentiation.
We have like 4 or 5 like hair salon clients because they're all small businesses who don't have big budgets. And so it's like, we'll run some Google search ads, maybe some meta ads, whatever. And so at that level, we can't be saying we're only going to work for you and none of the others that might come to us. So in that case, we're for sure marketing competing businesses. But even among those that are competing, like so much of marketing is differentiation. So even if they're in the same market, we might be differentiating them enough that we're really not making them directly compete with each other. Like a fancy bougie pizza place versus like a Little Caesars pizza place, like they're not really competing because they offer such different things. Like convince the person who wants 5-minute $8 pizza to go to the half-hour like $30 pizza. So it's like when you differentiate, you can make those competing people not really feel like competitors because you're always messaging a specific thing that is going to draw the right person to that business that's the best fit for them compared to this one. So
you heard Lane say that so much of marketing is differentiating. Well, this also applies to his own agency, and he found a unique way to set London Road Marketing apart from other local agencies by offering something very valuable.
So we talk about our services in 3 different kind of categories as far as like advise, oversee, and then execute. And I think a lot of other firms are basically just executing, where you're like, hey, can you make us a video? And they're like, sure, we'll make you a video. Or hey, build us a website. Sure, we'll build you a website. So they're just executing what you're asking them to do. But a lot of our bigger clients, we have more of like an advisory and oversee component to it. So like we offer fractional CMO services where, and especially for those that we've worked with them for years, that's the kind of role we play, is like we are sort of like at the executive table with others in this business talking about how to make it more successful, and you're giving us your marketing budget for the year and we're coming up with a plan for how to best spend that, even if that spend isn't through us. We're really being like a fraction of a chief marketing officer for hire, and being very like advisory and strategic, and then overseeing all the pieces, even if we're not doing it. We're like, hey, this other person you know that you want to use is doing the website, and you've got a photographer in-house that can do that. And so we can oversee and sort of quarterback all that and keep it in line and cohesive.
Lane and his team discovered that small businesses were more than willing to outsource those important marketing decisions that were outside their core area of expertise.
They wanted someone to take that off their plate too. And actually, so if someone like, you know, the radio station contacts them and is like, hey, we have this great promotion, do you want to run an ad? They're just like, go talk to this person at London Road. They'll let you know if that works for us or not, right? Like they just even outsource the decision making of those things. So I know that others are doing that level of like, let us be the one who is the head of marketing of your company. And of course that comes with a price too, and not everyone has that.
Lane also has a policy of not doing free consults, and for good reason.
So we don't do the like free consult, let me build you a marketing plan or whatever. It's just like, no, you know that my advice is going to be biased. I'm just going to use that opportunity to sell you what I sell you. But if you just pay me to be your advisor, then I have already been compensated and I can actually give you genuine, honest advice.
Now for the exciting growth hack you've been waiting for. Lane found a smart and fast way to grow London Road Marketing. He saw acquiring small town agencies as an effective path to expand his business.
Our future growth plans are very much based on an acquisition plan. It's just so much easier and faster and more affordable to grow by just buying other people's clients. So going into those small centers and saying, someone with a 2 or 3 or 4 person agency, and saying, hey, do you want to join us? And we can just buy their business and get all of that monthly recurring revenue and their relationships and that client list, and do that at the cost of a fraction of what it would be to hire someone from fresh and like build up that client list, and the time that would take. So it's just like, that's our growth model, is through acquisitions. If we don't get any more Medicine Hat clients or any more Lethbridge clients, that's fine. Like, I'm not trying to take every business in town or saturate it. There will be growth there because we do grow without going into new centers, but the big growth goals are going to be heavily around acquisitions, because it's just the easiest way to grow and the fastest and the most affordable. Like the returns are immediate, because so many of these agencies are operating at break even or 5 or 7% margin or something like that, because they're super small and they're just paying themselves and calling it good, because of the systems and the efficiency of like not having to duplicate efforts, right? As far as like tools or bookkeeping or legal, or like all the costs that you have, like insurance and all these things. Like when it's centralized, there's so much efficiency to that of scale, like efficiency of scale comes into place. So we can take a business that's doing 5% margin and just like merge it into us and use our systems and our processes and everything, and all of a sudden that same sort of book of business is doing like 15% margin. So yeah, you get a pretty immediate return.
London Road Marketing is pursuing their goal to expand to 40 locations across Canada, primarily through acquiring agencies in cities with populations between 60 to 200,000. That's a pretty unique expansion strategy to scale a marketing agency, and we think London Road Marketing will find success with it. That's it for this video. What part did you like the most? Be sure to comment it below and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. And click on this video right here for more marketing agency tips.